They don't care about the future, cause they live it in the past. Sal and Curtis are taking all 5 seasons of Blossom to task. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll be weak in the knees. This show's got more range than Nick on the keys. Only gal in the house, and that's how she goes. One brother was a junkie and the other one was. Weekly lessons coming fast in the Russo flat. Blossom's teenage girl problems are as big as her hat. So take your opinionations and make them shine. It's the OK Bloomer podcast, and it's about damn time. Don't know. Don't know.
We are 100% live, and can we just pause and appreciate that intro you cut together, Sal? I don't know if I've ever. That's my favorite part of doing this live.
You want to pause already? Okay.
It forces me to actually pay attention to the intro instead of usually just dropping it on the timeline and moving on. But
right,
that is a work of art, my friend. It's all on there. Everything we talk about is on there.
It was so much fun to put together, and that song is just like shout out to Dylan. Oh my God, man.
Dylan and Doug. Douglas, also known as Dr. Booty
yes,
Quiver.
Doug. Right. My bad. Yeah.
Gary Nickel during setup was just blasting his album, and it's actually really good and really funny. His harmonies are on point, which is not something you'd expect for a Dr. Booty Quiver album. But man, what a Saturday morning! I'm just in a great mood, Sal. It's going to be a great, despite the fact that this, could be the episode that gets us canceled because we were so divided on it the first time. But if you missed last week's episode, first of all, it's the OK Bloomer podcast with Curtis Anderson, Sal Accardo, and the Phenom.
Welcome back.
On the ones and twos. We are going live on a Saturday morning with a very special episode. If you don't know, you should know. Go ahead.
This is like unprecedented here, Curtis. We are taking somebody out of the pit like 3 seasons prior, and I think this is going to be good. I think this might be like very beneficial for us.
Cathartic.
We can finally move on from cathartic is the exact word I'm looking for. We can finally move on from Arlene McCafferty. She's going to get her whole own episode here, which is probably, if you spoke to the actor who played this role, would be like, what? I was in Blossom? What are you talking about?
We have 100% thought and talked about the Arlene McCafferty character on season 1 Blossom more than anyone else, including the actors.
She's
100%.
in the intro. I had to put her in the intro.
What, if you don't know, you should know. The first 33 episodes of this show were audio only. I drank heavily. They were absolute just audio chaos. And then the show died, and then it was brought back with video on the Dufferin Avenue Media Network years later. But the most polarizing episode we ever had was the one about the character Arlene McCafferty. And we talk about her endlessly because it's the only time I think we've ever actually fought, like on the show and maybe in real life, Sal. And I don't know how it spiraled. It's not as dramatic as it sounds when I listen back, but it was just.
It's really not.
I took a hard stance. You took a hard stance, and usually we're running parallel. But this one, we couldn't let it go. And again, there was alcohol involved. And as I mentioned in the intro for the re-listen last week, when I'm not drunk and I say something that gets a little attention, I'll beat it like a dead horse. When I am drunk, I'll beat it to death. I'll beat it back alive and beat it back to death again. And that was kind of what happened. But it was really fun and interesting hearing us on polar opposite sides of this debate about one-night stands. And we were both heated.
Not where I expected the conversation to even go the first time.
No.
And it really took us on a journey.
I was so fascinated rewatching that season 1 episode and knowing we were going to do it through the lens here, the new way of doing it at the Dufferin Avenue Media Network, that it's like, do we go back and do the first 33?
I thought about
that. Don't do this
too.
to me.
I thought about. I also thought about that.
I had never thought about that until I watched the Arlene McCafferty episode. And I was like, we gotta redo the Stephen Dorff one now. I mean, if McCafferty gets the 2026 Dufferin Avenue Media Network treatment, we gotta go back and do the Dorff. Dorff deserves
at the very least.
At the very least,
the Stephen Dorff episode is gonna get a rewatch for sure.
100%.
A rewatch.
Maybe that'll be episode 100. Aldorf.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay.
Brilliant.
I'd be
So-
okay with doing Dor for 100. I think that'd be fun.
I wonder if he's on Cameo. I would legit pay to get a quote from Steven Dorff. I bet you no one has ever
Probably
asked him
not.
about
He's-
Blossom.
I
he'd get a
guarantee
cameo
nobody has
request
ever
to be
asked
like,
him about
okay,
Blossom.
do people want to know about when I like peed in the movie theater parking lot or when I fought that guy from Entourage? No, I want to ask about Blossom.
Still facts that I think that only you know about Steven Dorff. So I don't think you'd be expecting questions about any of that.
Deep dove that guy for our Christmas episode. I went deeper than yeah. Anyway, all right, it's the OK
right.
Bloomer podcast. It is our first ever rewatch. So
Rewatch, technically.
Pardon me?
I mean, I guess we've only I don't know what we call it, but yeah, this is the first time we've gone back to an episode again. It's like I don't know. We're double dipping the episode.
It was fun though. I was very excited to rewatch this episode, and
Me too.
I feel like the fans are excited too because our audio only episode last week with our terrible intro, where I'm in a backwards hat and a wife beater in my basement, and you're somewhere else, and the audio didn't quite match up, but we just did a quick 3-minute.
Right.
Hey, this is the Arlene McCafferty episode, and then we put up Phenom put up a graphic. And it was just audio, and that's almost got 1,000 views.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the
Nice.
fans of OK Bloomer are just chomping at the bit for us to revisit the Arlene McCafferty episode finally. And let's go. I'm ready. Sal, you ready to tag in?
I think so. I took a bunch of notes here. I didn't really. Did you take notes on the actual episode?
I sure did. I went through it again.
Oh, okay, cool. I
tweeted it.
didn't really know, so I kind of took a bunch of other notes here, but we'll kind of slowly get into it. Why don't we get?
Well, I can take the lead of the synopsis as we go through, and you can keep interjecting with your Arlene McCafferty fun facts. But yeah, let's hand it over to the hardest working man in showbiz. It's the Phenom.
Are you ready to
Take
hear
it
who
away.
was working on Blossom in its first season? Get ready for this. Season 1, Episode 13, Papa's Little Dividend,
13.
Directed by Zane Busby, written by Nancy Beverly. First aired April 8th, 1991 to 15.7 million viewers. Disney Plus says, Blossom and a friend plot to spy on a woman from Nick's past. IMDb says, a woman whom Nick had a fling with shows up claiming that he is the father of a child. And TVDB says, Blossom and Six spy on a woman who claims a rattled Nick is the father of her child. Anthony preps for a blind date.
Now,
I remember really taking a stance on Blossom and a friend
yeah,
as the description.
And it's funny that it's still it's the same. It hasn't changed.
they were not.
Yeah.
They were not convinced Six was going to make season 2, so they just called her a friend in the synopsis.
Right. Written by Nancy Beverly. She wrote 8 episodes of Blossom in season 1, including the pilot. Directed by Zane
Which
Busby.
pilot?
The one that aired.
Okay.
The one that we had reviewed audio only. Directed by Zane Busby, directed 36 episodes of Blossom through seasons 1 and 2. So this was before Bill Bixby came around. She played Jade East in Up in Smoke and Rolling Stone reporter in This Is Spinal Tap.
Wow. Is Up in
Little
Smoke
fun
Cheech and
fact.
Chong?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So she did Cheech
Yeah.
and Chong and Spinal Tap. This girl's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And then directed the first 2 seasons of Blossom. So I remember us also being very confused by what dividend meant.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked up the definition, and I can't remember if I did this in the audio only episode or not. A dividend is the definition is a sum of money paid regularly, typically quarterly, by a company to its shareholders out of its profits. So I assume they're referring to Nick having to pay child support to a potential child. It's a stretch.
They're projecting hard. The writers.
Yeah, the only other time I've ever heard that word is in the chance card in Monopoly, where it says bank pays you dividend of $50.
Did you Google Papa's Little Dividend? Is that like a song
I
or
did
something?
not.
I feel like I bet
did
you
not.
that's some sort of
It's probably somewhere I should have went in my
50s.
research,
Let's
but I
see.
did not.
Papa's
I believe it is a
Little
movie.
Dividend.
A movie. Okay.
Father's
which
Little
is
Dividend
surprising
is a
that it's not a song.
1951 American comedy film. Yeah,
There you go.
there it is. I'm sure there's ties there. Father's Little Dividend.
Right.
Shortly after coming to terms with his daughter's marriage, oh, it clicked away. Here we go. Father faces. Oh my God, these pop-ups. A father faces the prospect of becoming a grandfather. Nah, not really
Okay.
close, but okay. Anyway, full disclosure before we get going, Sal. Before a few weeks ago, we went live with another show here on the Dufferin Avenue Media Network called Gary Scaries, starring Gary Nickel and Caitlin
Right.
Mitchke. I was telling Phenom
course.
that he had to remind me this was going to be live because I had this insane plan in my head where I was going to show up and just come in hard and be like, Sal, you were right. Bees are only good for one thing, and see if I could get us to fight as angrily
Okay,
but
I'm
switching
glad
sides.
You're not doing this.
Just to
worried.
see if
Okay,
I could pull it off.
first of all-
I know.
First of all,
I'm joking.
that was
I'm
not my
joking,
stance.
I'm joking.
That was not my stance.
But I just thought that'd be fun if I could pull that off, and we'd have to do this a third time if I could get us heated
my
just
God.
on opposite sides. And I know that was not your stance. Is another thing
This whole
we'll explore here. All right, I'm good.
Another thing I looked up. I remember you also took notice of the last name McCafferty, and you're like, whose name is McCafferty? You're like, it's not a real name.
I was
like, yes,
stuck
it
on
is.
that. I was stuck on that for 10 minutes, and I was accusing you. I was like, "Did the McCaffertys come over to the Accardo house last night?" And you're like, "Yes." Shut up.
I looked up famous McCaffertys.
Yeah.
I couldn't find much. However, the first thing that came up: American indie rock band McCafferty from Medina, Ohio, active 2011 to present. That was one that I could find. But this, I am convinced, is where they got the last name from right here.
Okay.
Dan McCafferty, the late lead singer of the Scottish rock band Nazareth.
Oh, 100%. Man, I was just
100%.
I was blasting Love Hurts yesterday. Nazareth is awesome.
Oh, yeah. So good, man.
Here's my Nazareth trivia, which you probably know. This Flight Tonight.
Yeah.
That song that kicks ass. You know who wrote that song?
Who?
Joni Mitchell.
Really?
Yeah, that's a Joni Mitchell cover. Yeah. And you listen to the original Joni Mitchell, and you're like, how does she have a promenade here in Saskatoon and not Nazareth? Nazareth should come take away Joni Mitchell's Saskatoon promenade and claim it as their own. The McCafferty promenade. Do you have
McCafferty promenade?
I saw the wheels turning there, Phenom. Did you YouTube the band? Can you play some audio?
I did not.
I want to hear what the band McCafferty kind of sounds like.
Okay. I'm going to
Yeah,
play
that I
it through the
didn't look
window
up.
and not into my mic just in case, but
Okay.
I can look them up. Give me a second.
Sure. As Phenom frantically looks it up, any more thoughts before we head out, Sal?
No, that was it. Once I landed on the late Dan McCafferty, lead singer of Nazareth, I was like 100% that's where they took the last name from.
And
Like,
I
they
will
pulled it from that for
apologize.
sure.
There was an amazingly famous McCafferty. I love Nazareth. Great band.
Yeah, Nazareth is great, man. I love that Guns N' Roses cover of
Hair of the Dog.
Hair of the Dog. Oh my god, so good.
Can you hear that?
I can hear it.
That's pretty good.
All right, so
that does not sound like the usual
That's pretty
music the writers of Blossom listen to. It's usually like 50s swing. So good for them. Someone had some inspiration listening to some
all right,
Celtic
so
rock.
when I come out to do our
is,
in-person episodes. Sorry, go ahead, Phenom.
No, I will say this one is MCCAFF. What's Arlene's last name? Same one? Different one?
I tried to find that as well, and I couldn't find, like, her IMDb doesn't have McCafferty.
Yeah, it just says Arlene, which is funny.
And every other spelling that I've seen, like Dan McCafferty spells it MCC. So I'm going to assume that we had it wrong the whole time.
She heard our audio only episode and started crying. Was like, McCafferty's a dumb name. he's right. Curtis is right. She went into all her pages and deleted the last name.
I'm sure
Let's
she
go.
cares that much.
Let's go.
All right, man. Let's get into it. Take it away, Curtis.
Oh my God, the original intro, Sal. How did that take you back?
Right?
How did that feel? You know what was crazy? I was like, how did Mayim become a worse dancer over the years? She is cutting a rug in that intro, Sal. She is going. She's dancing. The chair straddle lean back stripper move still makes me uncomfortable. But she's
You know
like,
what?
I forgot how it was like one uncut
Right.
scene of her dancing around
I
her
forced
room.
myself to watch the part where she straddles the chair because I know that you
It
did
just is
not
weird.
like that part of the intro very
Yeah.
much, and it was very weird. She even like sticks her tongue out when she like
Yeah,
leans back.
it's
and looks at the
it's a
camera.
very like sexual move for the intro of Blossom. Like, I'm sorry, it is. Like, she might as well have swung around a pole too. Anyway.
Oh my god! But
She's
yeah,
straddling
original
a chair
intro,
and leaning back and
same
flicking
great
her tongue.
song.
Yes.
Same great song.
And to be fair, it asked if I wanted to skip the intro, and Phenom.
I do not.
Love it. Love
So
it.
good. We come out of the intro. They're so young, Sal. They're so young.
I know.
They're
I took
so
note of that
young.
too, man. It's like they're babies here.
And Anthony,
Pre-Carell draw.
yeah, Corel Draw is a pretty new thing, and I look for it now. Like, Corel Draw has only been in season 4. Is that when they picked it up?
I think it
Yeah.
just started then. Did you notice like even the fashion in 1991 was like drastically different
Oh yeah.
than it was in 1994?
Did you
crazy.
notice that Anthony comes in hot 100%, dressed like 1999 Shawn Michaels with his white shirt tucked into his jeans and his black leather vest, and he comes in. It's like,
Vests were definitely in at this point.
I was laughing at that. He's like, "Got news for you, Jack." He was waiting for a phone call or something, wasn't he?
The Heartbreak Kid.
Hey. Anthony's freaking out. Clearly still on drugs at this point. He's all like jittery.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's got a blind date. And then Joey says, "Hey, your last blind date should have been pulling a sled in the Yukon." Because she was Sven from Frozen, I guess.
I guess so. That was the joke.
It's weird the pacing of the humor, how it's
Right.
evolved. You know, you go back
Yeah.
and it's just like getting punched between the eyes. Just how different the pacing of the show is than what we're used to now in the 4th season. I
Yeah.
don't know. It was very hard to, like, I had to kind of get used to this.
I don't think
this
they
old
quite
pacing
found
again.
their footing yet.
No.
Yeah.
And this was back in a time when they had to beat us over the head, where everything Anthony said or alluded to was about the fact that he was a recovering druggie. Like, everything that comes out of his mouth either sets up the joke about how he's a recovering alcoholic and drug abuser, or that is the joke.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. So yeah, he's talking on the phone to his blind date and is completely blowing it here. Yeah, I didn't have much
It's
more
okay.
detail than that.
The doorbell rings and Joey says, "If it's Julia Roberts, send her upstairs to the 3rd door on the left." And Blossom goes, "That's the linen closet." And he's like, "Yeah." Just owns
It's
it.
like, all right, yeah.
And
Who cares?
Sal,
It's Julia Roberts.
Sal, it's not Julia Roberts at the door. It's someone better. Who's at the door, Sal?
Oh my god, it's Arlene McCafferty. It's our girl Arlene. She's coming in hot, man. She's like super aggressive. Like, is Nick here? I need to talk to Nick. She's like basically pushing Blossom out of the way to get into their house. Straight up says she's not a serial killer, which like a serial killer would say.
Totally.
And
she's like,
like,
"You gotta
how's
invite
Blossom
me
not
in.
Yeah,
You have to say it."
Is she a vampire?
She could be.
she might be. She might be. Yeah, and I like it. It didn't make sense to me. Like, why now? All of a sudden, she's like coming to the house and is like, "I have to speak to Nick right now." It's like it can't wait another day. He's not home, lady. Like, Blossom's like trying to close the door on her, and she's like got her foot up against it, like not letting her. Like, it was just I felt that it was like way over the top aggressive
It
here.
was.
Like, trying to,
She came in so aggressive. I made a note here, and I don't think it's a thing, but I just want to say it, is that let's continue on like we're kind of seeing this for the first time, and not use like things like this to prop up our old arguments. Not that I think we have any sort of risk of doing that, but I just don't want to go back to like, see, she, you know. So I'm watching
Right.
this with like a clean slate and not
Right.
not proving any points. Or I'm gonna try not to.
Okay.
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 So I said, little did we know, Sal, what was to come with this character when she opened the door. So, yeah, I said she comes in hot, and Nick wants to just bail when he sees her. He cannot.
Yeah.
He kind of walks
He
by and
does
is like,
like
"Oh,
he
hey,"
does
and
like a
does the
double take when he comes in the door. Yeah. And it's like, wow, one of his old flings showing up again. Like this has never happened to him before.
yeah.
He usually like
Usually,
spins him around 3 times and
usually when he
throws them out
curbs
into the
them,
world and they're
they
never to be seen again.
stay curbed. Not this one.
Yeah.
Not Arlene. She's
No.
coming back, and even his body language, like this is not a good dude, Sal. Like this is someone we learn a few minutes later that he slept with and then avoided, and she's back,
Right.
and he just
Right.
he does not even want to small talk with her. He's trying to like get out of his own house just so he can avoid this woman, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And she gets right in his face, and she's like, "I kind of expected you to call me," and he goes, "You didn't ask me to call you." I okay. Uh,
there's that Nick Russo loophole.
yeah, right.
You never said it, so you know.
Yeah, I'm innocent of this.
Yeah.
And then Sal, did you take any notes as you went through?
Yeah, I took notes.
Yeah,
I took
jump
like
in, jump
very
in
many
whenever.
notes. Yeah, she's talking about how uh he says something about 3 kids and she's like 4 kids. He's like, no, 3 kids. He's like, no, 4. And then she says, like, I guess they had hooked up a year ago and she had a baby 3 months ago. So the math adds up that Nick is potentially the father. And yeah, this is just something that Nick Russo had, put completely out of his brain, was not expecting to come up at all. And
He
here's Arlene McCafferty on the couch in his living room.
he didn't even know her name. Like he didn't remember her name.
That's right.
And to be
Yeah.
fair, it's a
Yeah. What did he
stupid
call
name.
her?
Like Arnold or something. I don't know. It
Yeah.
was something. It was not Arlene McCafferty. Uh, so yeah, she pulls out the picture of the baby. Blossom's watching all this go down from the stairs. We cut to Joey's room where he's laying on his bed watching porn or looking at porn, and
Yeah. He's like
it's
looking at a
it's
porno mag.
kind of funny because it's like you can't make this joke anymore in like
Right.
2026 because it's like the fold
Right.
out. It's like the
Yeah.
centerfold is like 3 pages long, and
Yeah.
so Anthony comes in and he throws it under the bed and just kind of like untucks his shirt and leans forward, which I thought was a funny little thing for the because I'm sure that was just Joey Lawrence like adding right,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I can't even remember what Anthony's deal was. He was still
Tony
wound up.
comes in hot. He's like stressing about his date that he's gonna blow it. And then he leaves, and then Joey goes back to his magazine again. And then right as that happened, Blossom comes in hot, and she's like ranting to Joey about the whole Arlene situation with Nick, like what's going on downstairs. And I don't even think Joey's registering any of this. He's just like, get out of my room
Yeah,
now.
but she drags him out. She promises him cake,
Yeah.
and
And
that's all it takes.
that's the only thing better than a porno mag for him
Yeah.
to like spring up and leave his room.
That's the things Joey, the character, cares about. Cake,
Yeah.
porn, and then I don't know, everything else. Every 3 and up can just be randomly picked out of a hat. So we cut downstairs, and this is so good. Nick's on the landline having a serious conversation, and he's inquiring if he can still abort a 3-month-old. You cannot. So
Yeah. He's like, can you abort in the 8th trimester? Is that possible?
he's actually trying to line up a paternity test, which Sal, I kind of get.
Okay, here we
kinda
go.
get,
Now
yeah.
we're getting somewhere.
Like,
Okay,
she shows
but
up out of the blue and is like, "You're the father,"
Yeah.
and that's really asking for proof of that under those situations. Not that much of a dick move, I gotta say. That's understandable.
Right.
Yeah.
But I will say, I feel like a part of the conversation, like rewatching it this time, a part of the conversation that they didn't show them having on the couch was that she was also 100% on board with him taking a paternity test to determine whether or not he was the father.
Yeah.
I don't think she was coming in being like, no, you're definitely the father. And like, we don't need any other evidence. I feel like she was also interested in finding these
Finding
results
out.
because it comes up later in the episode. So I feel like to put all the blame on Nick here was a little harsh still,
Yep.
but I think that him and Arlene actually may have, it just wasn't shown in the show,
Yeah.
was that they actually had a conversation about this. But still, Nick is on the phone immediately trying to get rid of this situation ASAP. Like
I've
he
never been
wants.
in this situation, so I can't really judge, but trying to put myself in Nick's shoes, yeah, I could see.
Yeah.
I could see wanting a
I mean, I don't
paternity
see why he
test.
wouldn't be a little suspicious. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? But um I mean, there are a lot of Nick Russo dick moves that do come up throughout this episode,
for
for
sure.
sure.
This,
Yeah,
however, may
but
not be one of them.
right, right.
I don't think we talked about this when we first did our episode, but man, Joey Lawrence is already starting to shine. They're grilling Nick about how he may be a
Yeah,
father again, and Joey Lawrence is like giving him the gears. He's like, "Didn't you use protection?" And it's he's so good here. He's riding that line of like,
yeah,
this is a serious
yeah.
moment, and he's like trying to bring a little like levity to it because Joey doesn't really do serious
Right.
that well, so he's kind of like needling his dad, like giving him some of his own medicine, and then Nick just completely gets defensive, right? And he's like, I'm a grown
Yeah.
man. This conversation is over. I don't want to discuss it with children. I was like, okay. I don't know. That seems
Okay.
harsh.
To be fair,
Yep.
Blossom should not have been eavesdropping. She should not have been on the stairs. She
That is
should
fair.
not know about this situation. So I can kind of see where he's coming from there.
Sure. But I mean, I
But
think your kids are probably like alarmed and scared as well. Maybe
oh, sure.
don't
I mean,
take it out on
100%. Yeah.
them. But yeah,
Yeah,
nope.
and then Joey learning that like condoms aren't 100% effective, like his face when he realizes that is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then he says something like, "Whoa, this is gonna ruin my first sexual experience." And then
Uh,
Blossom has like a dig at him. All I could notice was Blossom wearing like this sweet yellow digital watch on her wrist. It was like a yellow Timex. It was so awesome.
oh man,
Loved it.
it was it a swatch?
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, yeah.
Probably.
It
Swatch
was
sounds
the
like
it was
the
it was
product
the
placement
second place.
that would
Yeah, it was the
sponsor the
second
show
place prize on Video and Arcade Top 10.
with
That's where she
Nicholas
got it from.
Pickles. Probably.
Yeah, she came in second place on Video and Arcade.
Is Nicholas Pickles still out in Toronto somewhere?
I think he's
Is there-
in Buffalo, maybe.
Oh,
I think he
he's
does
got to be on
radio.
the
I think
radio.
he does.
Yeah,
I think he does radio in Buffalo.
nice.
I could be wrong.
That guy
Yeah,
was a gem. We should get Nicholas
he
Pickles
was.
on here. You don't even
Nicholas
know.
Pickles,
You don't even.
Steven Dorff,
You don't even know
Arlene
Phenom. How
McCaffrey.
good Video and Arcade Top 10 was growing up.
I
Oh my
weirdly
god,
have
dude.
vague memories of watching Video and Arcade Top 10, but I don't know if I ever actually did.
It would have been way off television before you were watching.
Yeah.
You were probably
born.
just like
Yeah.
showing me
Yeah.
episodes.
But it looked like a Shaw TV set, and it was cut
Yeah.
really quick, and you
It
just
was
get like
It was
three.
incredible.
You'd get three people, and they'd be like, this week we're playing the brand new Super Mario World. And then the three would play, and then they would line you up with someone who wrote in from home. So they'd be like, all right, Noah, your home player is, and they'd be like, Christy from New Brunswick. And then
Right.
if you won the game, and Christy won a copy. So you'd be like,
Yeah.
if you were, oh my god, it was brilliant.
It was the
such
best.
a cheap
It was
set.
the best.
It was so
Yeah.
cheaply done when you look back, but that was what made it awesome. Like it was a
Yeah.
community television set, but they just
100%.
they
Yeah.
they cut cameras so quick, and they had all these zooms and pans, and it looked so much better than it was. And just hats off. There should be a documentary about that.
There
'Cause
really should be.
That literally was the spirit of Strip Down. It was like they just did it, and they used every
Yeah.
they used their mind because they didn't have the technology. And I remember being blown away as a kid about how
Yeah.
insane it looked. And you watch it now, and you're like, it's 90% camera moves. Like something was
Oh my
happening
God.
all the time in this
Yeah,
little
it was
room.
so great. And like the way they would cut away and like they do like trivia stuff, or like
Yeah,
they would talk about like movies or TV shows and then cut back, and then like they'd still be playing the games.
yeah, and they'd be like,
And
let's
then
see
they
the
had, like-
progress.
Yeah. And
Kids
I
would be
was like,
button
they
mashing.
never beat the full game in half an hour.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Okay, I did look up Nicholas Pickles real quick. This
Okay.
is his Twitter bio, okay?
Okay.
Morning show host at Kiss 98.5 FM. Radio/TV/club/events/voice talent/pro sports soundtracker, official game DJ for @Buffalo Bills.
Oh, he does work with
So he
Buffalo
is in
Bills.
Buffalo.
Nice. Good for you, Nicholas Pickles.
Yeah. Still
For a
grinding away.
For a chubby Canadian, I'm glad his career took off. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes talent rises above looks. Not always in this industry. So good for you, Nicholas.
What are you saying about Nicholas Pickles, man?
I'm just saying he's a great guy.
That ugly
not a
son
lot
of
to
a
look
bitch.
at.
He did it. He did it, that ugly bastard.
I just remember
Your
'cause-
words, not mine. Your words.
Yeah, he was always in like a sweater because like
Hell yeah, man.
all the girls on the show were still like pretty. They'd be like, "Hey, here we are with the new Supersonic game," and then he just looked like he wanted to just be sitting on the couch. But I liked his energy.
Should I roll up my ring right now?
That was supposed to be like a pro Nicholas Pickles read, but I don't think it came across that way.
Damn it.
No, you didn't win.
Please play again.
Oh, what do you call someone who didn't win? So,
I don't know. What?
a loser.
No.
Anyway,
I thought you were gonna tie it into Nicholas Pickles somehow.
no, Nicholas Pickles did win. Okay, his headline should be "Fat Guy Kicks Ass." Okay, that should be Nicholas Pickles' headline. Okay,
Despite being a fat slob who wears sweaters all the time.
he
on
probably
Guys,
like Ozempic up right now, and he actually like is this the hot dreamboat he always wanted to be. But I'm saying he did it on talent, is what I'm saying. He did it on talent. Hats off to Nicholas Pickles. What a gem. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to go, Nicholas Pickles,
Yeah.
you ugly son of a bitch. All right, let's get back into the episode.
I was going to say, man, before we were rolling, you were devouring that rap like Nicholas Pickles. Sal.
First of all, it was a Tim Hortons bagel.
You were just picklesing that thing, man, like in record time.
Oh man!
Could you imagine if we do the Arlene McCafferty episode and talking about Nicholas Pickles is what gets us canceled? Didn't see that coming. I did not wake up today thinking it was going to be Nicholas Pickles' turn on OK Bloomer, but here we are. Okay. Blossom tells Six
You never know, man.
Blossom is in her room with Six and says that her dad knocked someone up and now there's this kid and she thinks it's her dad's, and Six goes, the same thing is happening on Days of Our Lives, which I thought was funny. And then Blossom says that her dad, like Nick said, he was gonna, quote, do the right thing. So Blossom assumes that means he's gonna like marry her and bring this daughter into the fold.
And to Nick Russo, that means to Nick Russo, do the right thing means he's gonna Eric Clapton that baby.
Yeah. Oh no. Do the right thing means he's gonna call in a favor from some of his shadier old musician friends that still play the CD clubs. Oh my god. Reminder, we're live. Okay.
Oh right. Sorry.
Do you think, like, I don't know, I thought Blossom might like the idea of having a little sister. She's like, wait a minute, whoa, I'm not the only girl anymore. Screw this.
Yeah.
Six says, maybe Blossom's dad is, quote, one of those guys that pretends he's rich to get women to sleep with him. What a thing to say about your friend's dad. She's not wrong, but like,
bingo, Six.
That's
you
saying
nailed
that
it.
about your friend's dad. Like, oh, maybe your dad's just a piece of, you know what?
Yeah, well, she's not wrong. Yeah, and she's like, yeah, the first one was like, where did you learn that from? And she was like, it was like, maybe Arlene's tricking Nick into like being the father of this baby because she thinks that he's rich. I learned that from Geraldo, which is a nice throwback.
Yep.
And then I forget where she said she got the second one from. Was it Donahue or Oprah?
It was one of those.
One of the two. Yeah.
The godfather of the Dufferin Avenue Media Network just texted. I was like, uh-oh, is he telling us to stop talking about Nicholas Pickles? Because I know he's watching live. But he said he wants to do the documentary on Video and Arcade Top 10.
Love it.
We'll do it.
Did you see I sent you a picture of what Nicholas Pickles looks like now?
No, you didn't. What do we got here for Nicholas Pickles? Okay. Fat guy kicks ass, Sal. Still the
Not in a
headline.
suit.
I love Nicholas Pickles, right?
I do too,
He
man.
is a reminder.
If anything,
you can
I
make,
was standing up for him.
You can make it on talent alone, and people need to hear that sometime. Okay.
Okay.
In an industry that rewards looks over talent, let Nicholas Pickles be our beacon. Let him be the light that guides the way to us uggles. Okay.
I mean, he is on the radio now. To be fair,
so am I.
He did used to be on TV.
So did I. Wait a minute.
Am I Nicholas?
Did I get the Nicholas Pickles treatment? I got the Nicholas. I got the Pickles edit of life.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that.
We should do a video at Arcade Top 10 out of the Rogers Studio in Saskatoon. You got to come back.
I would love that.
You got to come back.
That would be great.
All right, we're playing GTA 12 today. Oh yeah. Get that prostitute. Yeah. Don't let her get away. All right.
Throw her in the trunk.
Okay. Is this voiced by Nicholas Pickles? GTA 14.
Yeah.
Okay. So their plan is to spy on Arlene to get to the bottom of it because they know she's a waitress.
Right. Yeah. So they go to the fancy restaurant where she works. Mean Gene Okerlund has a cameo here as the server.
Will you stop?
Got that?
How did we not notice the hats they're wearing? They're wearing like matching.
Yeah.
Matching. I don't even know what those are called. They're like the like Dapper Dan hats, or like the
I
ones,
know. Yeah, they like
the dudes wore in Mary Poppins. Like the guys that dance with the cane. They've got those round white hats. Why are they dressed like that?
They basically like go right over their eyes. Like it's odd, man.
You don't want to be seen in those. And then upon closer inspection, Blossom's hat actually looks like an upside down purse on her head. Like I don't know what's happening here, but this was not
a good look. But this
is their disguise.
This might have been the episode that kicked off the whole Blossom hat trend.
But to be fair, if this girl's stupid enough to sleep with Nick Russo, she's probably going to fall for the disguise with the glasses and the nose and the mustache, right?
Yeah. Blossom might as well have just gotten on Six's shoulders and they just wore a large trench coat.
They tall-manned it.
They come in like stumbling, like,
They tall-manned it.
Whoa. No, we're going to the table on the left. I don't know why I'm talking to myself.
And then Arlene McCafferty would have tried to seduce them. Because that's what she does.
Whoa, a tall, available man
coming
into my restaurant?
That's literally her criteria. That's check one, check two.
Exactly.
Tall man, and you're here. She's gonna Nicholas that Pickles, if you know what I mean.
Oh man. Oh, so great. Yeah.
Okay,
so
we have a cameo, right, Sal? We have a cameo here. Do we want to do this at the end or now? Because I'm like, I remember that waiter comes back. Was that the priest or something? Did I ruin it? Do you want me to save it? You didn't.
No, I have nothing on that.
Okay, because I thought the waiter was the priest in like one of the episodes we just reviewed where Anthony and Shelley got married. I thought that was like your fun fact.
Really?
You're like, because I was like, look at this like Doritos contest winner. This guy looks so weird, and he's trying to pretend he's a priest for like 6 seconds of airtime. He's got to be somebody's like dad or something. He said, no, I think he had one cameo. He was the waiter in that episode with Arlene McCafferty. Maybe I'm completely making that up.
I didn't get.
Or maybe completely making that up.
Well, let me look this up right now, real quick.
Right.
But I didn't think that I had anything on him. All right, keep us going here.
All right. So then Arlene notices that it's Blossom, and she like is kind of a bitch to them. She sits down and she's like, "You think I'm some sort of hideous, vengeful beast? Like you don't know anything about me." And I'm like, "Lady,
right?
Why are you acting like this?" I'm not feeling Arlene McCafferty, Sal. I am not feeling her at all in this episode. She has darkness in her heart. Like she's not a good
she's
person.
angry, man. She's All right, let's see what we got here.
And then they keep doing
No,
the
nothing.
No?
Nothing on this guy.
Really?
The maitre d was in 2 episodes. He was the maitre d, and then he was in a season 2 episode as a teacher. But Francois, the waitress, was only in that 1 episode.
Huh. Must have been completely making that up or thinking about something else. So every time it starts getting like real, the violinist comes over and starts playing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. And then the second time he does it, she stops talking to Blossom and says, "I swear to God, I will kill you." To the guy playing violin.
Yeah. Pretty dark.
Arlene.
Yeah, she's
What are you doing? Why are you acting like this, Arlene?
Well,
I spent half a decade defending you, Arlene. You're kind of letting me down upon the rewatch. I don't know if I like this character.
Violinist was named Vinny, which I thought was funny.
Oh yeah.
Because Blossom tells him to screw off too. She's like, "Get out of here, Vinny."
While leaning forward, Vinny, huh? Remember that?
Yeah.
So we cut back. Are you done with that scene? It kind of goes nowhere. She rips into the girls and then leaves.
Yeah.
And Six tries to who has no investment in this whatsoever, is like, "Can you get us some lobster?" She does not care.
No.
We go back to the Russo kitchen, and they're pacing. Nick and Anthony are pacing back and forth in the kitchen.
Yeah, they're like
Both
pacing, but they're
about...
like kind of like intersecting as they go. It's really funny.
It's like in the WWF when they throw some guy to the ropes and then they start bouncing off the other ropes and they just keep crisscrossing and not actually hitting each other.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. And then I thought it was kind of funny because these two guys, like Nick is waiting for his life to forever be changed, and Anthony, I don't know why he's so worried about this blind date. I guess he thinks that's going to forever change his life too. And just on the other side of the swinging door, there's Joey and Blossom not sweating anything. They're just sitting there goofing on the couch. Not a care in the world. And Nick comes in and the phone rings, and instead of going back into the kitchen to have some privacy, he answers the living room phone, which is oddly about 3 feet on the other side of the door where the other phone is. Like literally, it's on the table right beside the swinging door, and on the other side of the swinging door is where the other phone is.
True. Yeah.
Nobody wired that house very well. But instead of going back and having some privacy, he answers the landline in front of his 3 kids that he doesn't want to discuss it with. And he does the, okay. Oh, it's for you, Anthony, which I thought was actually pretty funny. That was good.
Yeah.
That may have been like the one time I laughed out loud this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Tony takes the phone call and like totally blows it again. Just like completely freaks out. I didn't track what was said, but yeah, he just
Why is he so afraid to tell his blind date that he's a recovering addict? Like,
yeah, I don't know. They didn't really give enough of a backstory. It's a total like typical Anthony like D plot of the episode that they were famous for doing.
Yeah. You want to know a secret, Anthony?
Yeah.
Girls love that stuff. They love the bad boy. And the show shows that. Anthony does nothing but score 10s and push away 10s for the rest of the run of this whole series. Guy goes to the Playboy Mansion and gets hit on, but like, oh, I used to put needles in my arm. Who's gonna love me now? No, Anthony, not how life works. Not how it works at all, bro.
Yeah, so he totally blows his phone call. He hangs up the phone and then says goodbye, which I noticed was a funny detail, and then immediately just like puts his head in his hands. It was just like, but then like Nick's reaction, like when it cuts away to Nick, and he's just like, I cannot, like, what the hell was that, man?
Did you get what Nick said to console him though?
Yeah. What did he say to him?
He goes, Anthony,
I don't have the exact wording.
You're a great guy, and you faced your demons, and you didn't run away, like I did after I banged Arlene McCafferty. Thanks,
and
Dad.
Every other woman.
Thanks, Dad. That's some great advice.
Yeah.
And I can't get over how young they look, Sal. Like, I can't get past it in this episode, right? So Blossom just like completely lets it slip on purpose. She's like, yeah, she seems fine. When we went and saw her at the cafe she works at, and they go, what? You went and saw her? She's like, we quote, checked her out. And he goes, checked her out? And I said, yeah, you did a lot more than check her out, Nick. maybe like take a little attitude off that statement. And
I mean, still though, like Blossom just meddling where she shouldn't be.
totally.
But
And then
that's the
this is
show.
where she's
So
like,
here
"Well,
we
I wanted
are.
to meet her if you're gonna marry her," and he's like, "Marry her," and he like falls over laughing, wiping
Mary.
his eyes.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What?" He goes, "I married your mother for love, and it didn't work out. I'm not gonna marry this rando I hardly knew." And then Blossom goes, "Sounds like this was just about sex," and that just like rings through my living room. She just calls him on it. And back when we did audio only, you went ding 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 bingo. And I still remember
I said the same thing.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
did.
cool.
Good stuff. And it was a direct hit between Nick's eyes, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah. Okay.
And again, I
okay.
see where you're coming from. Like, I
said-
see where you're coming from with like the hypocritical, like, how he takes this stance with Blossom of like, you can't date till you're 30, but I can do whatever I want. Like, I see this whole situation just came back to like bite him in the ass for sure.
I wrote, yeah, it was an unexpected direct hit right between the eyes. And if Nick instead opted to, oh, never mind, we're live.
Oh, God.
Move on. Nick gets the call, and Nick Russo, you are not the father.
Had that exact same thing in my notes.
Yeah.
Had that exact same thing.
But we don't get that revelation because he has to go to her job and tell it to her face. He can't wait till she's
just
off
to rub
shift.
it in and be like,
he's just
not
dancing.
The father.
He dances out of his living room and into his car. He just dances down the street. Doesn't matter if it takes like 2 hours to get there. He's just Nick Russo cutting a rug, so happy. And he just like goes in, middle fingers everywhere. She's like waiting on tables.
Yeah. Well, he's got to go have the final conversation with her so that he never has to see her ass again.
Yeah.
So this is why he shows up to her work. And then this is like she got the call from the lab too. So this is why I'm assuming that like both of them wanted to find out this information. Yeah. So
she got the call, so it wasn't hers either.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not your baby. Oh, sweet. I'm just not going to go home tonight.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he shows up and he's like, "It ain't mine, whore. Now go serve your veal cordon bleu, and I never want to see you again." But then they sit down for a second, and she's like, "Yeah, I didn't think you were the father."
I know, right?
Why did I ever stand up for this? Why did I fight you to the death over this character, Sal?
I don't know, man.
This girl sucks. This girl sucks. And it's on par for a show aimed at teenage girls, you would think, to write just one of the worst female characters ever. Because why does this show do this? Why would you have... I mean, this is almost more relevant in 2026 with like the Me Too, and there's all those guys that are like, "Oh, girls are just out, they'll say whatever they want just to ruin you, and you got to watch for that." And it's like, this is literally a character doing that in 1991 on Blossom.
Yeah.
It's literally what she did. She was just like,
She's like, "Yeah, I kind of figured you weren't. It was probably my ex-husband the whole time." And it was like, why did you upend my life for like 3 days?
Right.
Like, why did you do this?
I wrote, Arlene McCafferty, you are actually the worst. And she's like, "Well, I was just hoping it was yours." And then Nick goes, "Why did you think it was mine and not one of the other guys?" And damn.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah. Come on, Nick. Like.
And she goes, "Well, I thought it was my ex, but I just can't find him." And I was like, Arlene, if you slept with 2 guys and both just got the hell out of Dodge, maybe it's you. Did you ever think about that, Arlene? If both guys are like...
I've never thought about that. Yeah,
avoiding you at all costs, maybe it's you. Maybe you need to look in a mirror there, girl. Like, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. 180 on Arlene McCafferty. Not unlike Nick Russo. That was like a math sex joke I tried to make there. I don't know.
That was great. That was well done.
Yeah.
That was
the nerds at home were like, I would have done a 90 angle, a parallelogram. Arlene McCafferty.
Parallelogram. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought this was a little like why didn't she bring any of this up front?
Right.
I mean, I guess because right away Nick would have been like, "All right, well, it's your ex-husband's. Like, get the hell out of my house and never come back here again."
And then
But
they stick the
yeah, this
landing. They
situation.
stick the landing, to be fair, because this was a really funny joke. She
Do
kind of
they?
like falls on her sword, and she's like, you know what? At least like, I met Blossom, and she's awesome. Like, you did a good job. She's a great, smart kid. And then she goes, "Are your other two sons like Blossom?" And he's like, eh. That
Yeah.
made me actually. That was a really fun moment between these two. I thought that was a good
Yeah.
way to end it.
This part might have been my favorite Nick Russo part of the whole episode, though.
Yeah, go
He
for it.
has the chance. He has the chance to just get up and walk away and never see this girl again after this whole situation. What does he do? What does our boy Nick Russo do? No, he's got to take another shot, bro. He's got to take another shot. Turns around, takes another shot, tells her to call him sometime.
Goddamn right,
And
he does.
next time he's gonna double wrap it because he needs to be certain.
Everybody
God,
on
Nick.
everybody on all the other tables are like watching these two have coffee for 10 minutes while they need Diet Coke refills and they need their cordon bleu. So she's like, "I got to go back to work." And I said, Nick Russo just can't stop being Nick Russo. He's like, "Hey, now that I played the odds and won. I've learned nothing." The blood slowly starts leaving his head again, and he's like, "Hey, Arlene,
Yeah,
give me a call sometime." Nick
What do you
Russo,
think?
you've done it
What do you
again.
think?
You've learned nothing. And thus ends the tale of Arlene McCafferty. Right?
Oh my God, man. Yeah. So we get one more scene at the very end. Everything's wrapped up in a nice little package. Tony comes back from his date, and it's discovered like, oh, so she hated you? He's like, yeah, she hated me. She hated the entire family. Blossom's like, why'd she hate me? He's like, yeah, your name's stupid.
This
Her
was
reaction
such a
there was pretty
weird
good.
ending. It's like,
Yeah.
this is where they went with that storyline of him being so nervous about this blind date. He's worried she's not going to like him once she finds out he's a former drug addict, and it turns out she sucks too. Like, what a pro woman episode of Blossom, right? We've got this like gold digger who doesn't even want like money. I don't even know what her deal is.
Yeah.
With this like fake, this is your kid angle, and then this girl just hates Anthony because she hates his family she hasn't even met. Like, good stuff. Who's the writer? Beverly or Beth? Like, you're killing it. You're doing a great
Nancy
job.
Beverly. Yeah,
Nancy, you're
well
doing
done.
a great job here.
Yeah. I don't know in what it was relation to here, but I took note that we got a classic Nick Russo cutaway eye roll, where it's just close up of his face and he just rolls his eyes. That might have been one of the first in the entire series.
Was that after Anthony goes, "I know unconscious people, or I've met unconscious people who are more fun than she was"?
Yeah.
Didn't like that. Didn't like that. And then
Nick's like, "Oh yeah, you met Arlene McCafferty too? Yeah, okay."
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, my
So
God.
Blossom, in the end, Blossom's telling Nick that she's hurt to see Nick fall off this pedestal that she has built up of him. And I just wrote, buckle up, baby. There's so much more in this series to go of Nick Russo disappointing you.
Yeah, she says it's hard to think of her dad as a man, just out there, just destroying these women one after another. Just a never-ending parade of Nick Russo's one-and-done women, as we'll see for the next 4 seasons.
All right, man.
McCafferty rewatch.
Arlene McCafferty live. We did it. We took another run at this episode. I think we came to some common ground here.
Yeah.
I don't think it was as polarizing as it needed to be.
No.
Like, at all. Do you have a lesson? Was there a lesson takeaway from this episode?
The overall lesson is sometimes it's just fun to fight. Dig in your heels. Sometimes if you're going to debate, be a master debater and just don't let go. Just cling to that. Just fight and see where it goes. And maybe it'll turn into a podcast. Maybe you'll get another 80 episodes out of the podcast that you will not quit talking about one character you got completely wrong because you were 4 beers deep.
It's a good lesson.
That's it. So now, who else do we owe an apology to? Like Gallagher? We have to go back and revisit Gallagher and Adam Duritz from Counting Crows.
Adam Duritz, maybe. I think Gallagher's a bit of a dick. So
Is he? Yeah.
also
about,
rest in peace. Is he
about
dead? He's dead.
how about Prison Auntie Becky? You know, all the people we used to
right.
harp on.
We'll just run a list of apologies at the end, just in like fast scrolling
Was
credits.
it Toby Maguire?
We didn't have time.
Oh, people hate
we didn't
Toby
have time
Maguire
for
now, don't they?
Yeah.
He's gone
Yeah.
like he started dating like 20-year-olds.
He's dating a 20-year-old now, and
the
he's
Leonardo
like 50.
DiCaprio thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're
Gross.
friends, aren't they?
Boo.
So, yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Have we mentioned that Arlene was played by Megan Gallagher?
Oh my God!
I was getting to that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. I'll duck out. You guys do your thing. I'm done.
Well, we got to get to another segment here. What time is it, Phenom?
It's time for Whoa or No.
I don't know. I don't know where to put this one. I mean, just for the historical context of this show, it's got to be a whoa. But for an actual episode, again, it just constantly looking at this through the lens of a teenage girl watching Blossom in the 90s, like, it's kind of a no. Sal, what do you think?
Yeah, I said we looked at this episode through like, what is it, rose-colored lenses. Like historically, we look back on it as like a great Blossom episode. I put it's a no.
Yeah,
it's pretty dull.
Crazy.
It's a pretty dull episode, and it was kind of pointless overall to like the whole Blossom lore. Like it just, I don't know. Yeah, not a good episode.
If anything, it was like a launching point for the treating women like crap Nick Russo character. Like, I think he came out of this unscathed and was like, I am untouchable. Let's go.
Yeah,
because he did. It became almost a running joke in these later like season 4 or these early season 4 episodes where they allude and kind of make fun of the fact that he just has a new girl every week, and that's why now that in season 4 he's got like a serious relationship. They're like, no, you don't. There's nothing in your past that would indicate this one's going to be the serious one, Nick. Like, shut up. So it may have started here.
All right, man. Well, we dragged her out of the pit. I think is it time to put her back into the pit forever? Is this it?
Pour
one out for a third one.
Pour one out
I
for
think this is it for
Arlene.
pour one out for Arlene McCafferty. You're gonna do it? Oh, Gary's gonna be so mad.
It was on my pants, so don't worry about it, Gary.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was gonna be into the flower pot.
That would have made so much more sense. That would have
made the most sense.
Damn it, Phenom. Where were you 10 seconds ago?
All right. Well, let's do it. Arlene McCafferty in the pit, played by, Megan Gallagher. From what I could find, she's not related to comedian Gallagher.
I like to think she is.
Let's run through her IMDb here. 19 episodes as Officer Tina Russo on Hill Street Blues. 21 episodes as Judy Ralston in The Slap Maxwell Story. 17 episodes
that sounds like something that comes on at about 12:30 in the morning on Cinemax or HBO.
Yeah. 17 episodes as Waylu Marie Holmes in China Beach. And this is what I remember her from. 14 episodes as Jeannie Sanders on The Larry Sanders Show. 45 episodes as Catherine Black on Millennium. And her IMDb features a bunch of pictures of the same scene of her and Meghan Markle in Suits.
Really?
Yeah, and she's still active today. Old Megan Gallagher. I shouldn't say old. Our Megan Gallagher, our Arlene McCafferty, still acting today.
She's rubbing elbows with Meghan Markle.
Yeah, in
That's
Suits.
wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
Good for her. You think they still keep
And that's it, man. That's it. What's that?
Do you think they still keep in touch? Do you think Markle gets a text and is like, oh, God, it's McCafferty?
I think nowadays it's probably the other way around.
Markle's like,
McCafferty's like,
yo, McCaffs.
McCafferty's like, God, what is Meghan Markle?
Can you lend me $50?
Yeah. That's it, man. She's in the pit. We dragged her out of the pit only to put her back in like 5 years later.
What a fun exercise. I don't know, man. We'll talk. We could do another 33 episodes.
Just about Arlene McCafferty.
Yeah, we just we'll start at episode 1 again. We could. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we finish
There's
the
something
show.
there.
We'll see what happens when we finish.
Yeah,
We'll
through
the big ending last episode with the live audience and Dylan and Doug doing the intro live, and then surprise, we'll be back the next week with episode 1. And then when we get to episode,
we're just gonna start over from the beginning.
When we get to like episode 29, 30, we'll like revamp how it looks, and we'll be like, wow, we just might as well keep going and redo 34 to 114 with the new look.
We'll move
It's
to a
never
different
gonna end.
network.
All right, hey,
It's never gonna end.
so are we back on track now, Phenom? Are we going back to season 4 next week? Where are we headed? Do you have that?
I do have that.
Let's
It is
hear it.
not going to be season 1, episode 14.
No.
It's going to be season 4, episode 15, Copycat.
That was a great thriller in the 90s too. Copycat.
It was. Yeah, totally.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Shout
you.
out Nicholas Pickles.
Shout out Arlene McCafferty. Yeah, Nicholas Pickles, you're the man. Don't let anyone else. I don't care what anyone else says. You're the man. Don't let people bring you down, bro. Don't let the haters. Don't let the haters get you down, Nicholas Pickles. You always got a friend in us. The OK Bloomer podcast got your back, Nick.
Should I throw it at the song?
Yeah.
Please do.